Imagine this, you're doing everything right. You're working, planning, pushing, you're reading the books, watching the videos, repeating the affirmations, and yet life still feels like it's giving you the same results in a different outfit. New month, same patterns, new goals, same resistance, new intentions, same invisible ceiling. If you felt that, I want you to hear this clearly. It's not because you're broken, and it's not because the universe is ignoring you. It's because you're trying to change your life without changing your signal. Nikola Tesla is often credited with a line that gets repeated a lot. Think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, whether or not he said it exactly like that. The idea points to something real. Your reality isn't only shaped by what you do, it's shaped by the state you live in while you do it. And that's what we're talking about today, Seeker. Not fluffy, good vibes only language, not spiritual performance. A grounded way to understand why your life keeps echoing back familiar experiences and how to shift your baseline so you start attracting different outcomes. Because you are not just a body moving through a world. You are also a transmitter and a receiver, a living broadcast of attention, emotion, expectation, and identity, and life responds to the broadcast. So if you're ready, let's go deeper. Here's the first shift. Stop thinking of vibration as a mystical concept. Think of it as your default state, your baseline, the emotional atmosphere you carry into rooms, the assumptions you walk around with, the tone under your thoughts. You already know this is real. You've met people who feel calm before they speak. You've met people who feel tense even when they smile. You've met people who feel magnetic without trying. That's state, and state has consequences. Because your state quietly shapes what you notice, what you ignore, what you consider possible, how you interpret signals, how you react under pressure, what you tolerate in relationships, and what choices feel natural to you. Most people think manifestation is asking for something. But in practice, manifestation is becoming the kind of person who naturally receives it. So yes, your energy matters, not because it's magic, because it's direction. Now, let's ground this further. Everything physical is made of smaller parts moving in patterns. At the level of atoms and particles, there's motion, interaction, energy, and your body isn't separate from that. Your nervous system is electrical. Your brain is electrical and chemical. Your heart has rhythm. Your breath has rhythm. You are a system of patterns, and your thoughts and emotions aren't just ideas. They're signals that move through your body. When you live in stress, you don't just feel stressed. You think differently, act differently, choose differently. When you live in trust, you don't just feel calm, you perceive more options, you respond with clarity, you take cleaner action. That's why two people can face the same situation and experience completely different outcomes. It's not always luck. A lot of the time, it's alignment. So if you want to experience something different, you don't start by forcing the outer world. You start by changing what you're consistently broadcasting from the inside. And that brings us to the core principle, like attracts like, through resonance. Not necessarily because the universe is a wish machine, but because your state naturally pulls you toward matching experiences. When you carry a scarcity mindset, you interpret neutral events as threats. You make conservative choices, you tighten, you miss openings. When you carry an abundant mindset, you interpret challenges as information. You stay open, you take smart risks, you connect. Same world, different signal, different life. If your reality has felt stuck, ask yourself this honestly. What emotional state have I been practicing daily? Because most people don't practice abundance, they practice worry. Most people don't practice peace, they practice rushing. Most people don't practice trust, they practice control, and your practice becomes your frequency. So how do you change it? I'm going to give you 5 steps you can use to raise your baseline, meaning to shift your default state in a way that actually sticks. Not overnight fantasy, not fake positivity. Real change, let's begin. Step 1. Set an intention that's specific enough to guide you. Most people are vague. They say, I want money, I want love, I want success. But the subconscious can't follow fog. It follows direction. Instead, set an intention that your system can understand. Try this. I am steady and supported. I am disciplined and clear. I live in self-respect. I choose what aligns with my highest good. Then one more layer. This is important. Attach a behavior to the intention, not a massive transformation, a small, repeatable action, because your nervous system believes what you do more than what you say. Seeker example. If your intention is, I live in self-respect, your action might be, I stop replying immediately to people who drain me. If your intention is, I live in abundance, your action might be, I track my spending without shame. That's how you stop sending mixed signals. Clarity becomes coherence. Coherence becomes momentum. Step 2. Visualize identity, not just outcomes. Visualization works best when it's not a fantasy. It's rehearsal. Instead of visualizing the car, visualize the version of you who qualifies for the car. How do they wake up? How do they handle stress? How do they speak to themselves? What do they tolerate less? What do they do more consistently? Because the mind learns through images, and when you train an identity, you train behavior. Here's a simple 60-second practice. At night, close your eyes and picture tomorrow, but picture it as your future self, not a dramatic montage. One scene, you wake up, you breathe, you move calmly, you choose one aligned action without negotiating, then whisper, this is who I'm becoming. Do that for 7 nights. You'll feel your internal signals start to stabilize. Step 3. Use emotion as the amplifier. Thoughts aim the arrow. Emotions pull the bowstring. You can think a new reality all day, but if your body is still living in fear, your signal stays fear-based. So the goal isn't be happy. The goal is regulate your system so you can hold a higher baseline. Here's the fastest tool. Breathe in for 4, hold for 2, exhale for 6, repeat 4 times. Simply breathing in for a shorter time and breathing out for longer will calm your system. The next level to this is to place your hand over the center of your chest, at your heart center, while breathing. Either hand will work, but I prefer my left hand over my chest, with my right hand facing out. Then ask, what state am I in, and what state do I choose? This is seeker work, not forcing outcomes, training states. Because when your emotional baseline rises, calm, courage, openness, you become a different receiver. You notice different opportunities. You respond differently. You attract different people. Step 4, build belief through evidence, not hype. A lot of people don't manifest because they don't believe they can. And they try to fix that by repeating big affirmations. But their subconscious doesn't respond to big statements with no proof. It responds to evidence. So build belief the right way. Pick one micro-proof action you can do daily for 7 days. Small, non-negotiable. Examples. Write 5 lines of journaling. Walk for 10 minutes. Clean 1 space. Send 1 important message. Meditate for 3 minutes. Drink water and stretch, then let your identity absorb the proof. I keep promises to myself. That one belief changes everything. Because when you trust yourself, you stop broadcasting desperation. You start broadcasting stability. And stability is magnetic. Step 5. Release obsession and become ready to receive. Here's the paradox. People want something so badly that they accidentally broadcast the absence of it. Where is it? Why isn't it here? Am I doing it wrong? Maybe it's not for me. That mental loop is a signal. And it's a signal of lack. So instead, do this. Set the intention. Take aligned action. Then release the timeline. Not because you don't care, because you trust the process enough to stop choking it. Here's a phrase you can use. I hold the direction. I release the deadline. Think of planting a seed. You water it. You give it light. You don't dig it up every morning to check. Digging is not devotion. It's interference. and receiving requires openness. Now, let's tie this together. If your life has felt like it's resisting you, you don't need more force, you need more coherence. Clarity and intention, identity-based visualization, emotional regulation, evidence-based belief, release and receptivity. That's the formula, not because the universe is a genie, but because life mirrors consistency. And when your inner world becomes consistent, your outer world begins to reorganize around your new standard. Seeker, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you repeatedly live in. So choose your baseline like your life depends on it, because it does. If this video helped you, do 3 things for me. 1. Like this video so it reaches more seekers who need this message. 2. Subscribe, because on this channel, we don't chase trends. We build inner mastery. 3. And comment 1 word, align. Because the moment you name the shift, you strengthen it. And remember, your life is always listening to what you consistently broadcast. So broadcast wisely. Awaken, ascend, become.